In this challenging time, I've been feeling anxiety, depression, fear, loneliness. A lot of emotions have been coming up as the newness of this and the excitement of this time has worn off. And I asked myself, what does yoga have to offer us in this time of change? And the answer that came to me was Aparigraha. Aparigraha is a word that means non-grasping or non-greediness. It's one of the 10 yogic virtues. Usually, it relates to not being greedy, not needing too much. It's a perfect Earth Day theme, only using what you need. But also the idea of non-grasping made me think of not holding on to fear, negativity, doubt, anxiety, depression, or holding on to the life that was. So today we're going to work on letting go. And the asana practice that corresponds with letting go, the asana practice is hip openers. So we'll be doing a lot of hip openers today. The pranayama practice that goes with letting go is breathing. Every time we breathe, we let go. Every out breath is a letting go of what you no longer need. Making space for every in-breath, which is bringing in something new. So we'll start with some pranayama. Scoot back a little more. We'll just bring our hands down at the bottom of our body. And as we inhale, we'll just feel the breath rising as if we're filling a jug. And as we exhale, feel the breath descending as if we're emptying that jug. Go nice and slow and mindfully. Slower you can go, the better. A little pause at the top and bottom of the breath. Resting in the stillness. Drawing the belly back. At the end of the breath, a little pause. And what this pranayama helps us experience is that silence that's at the basis of everything. Under all the change, there is that unchanging, eternal peace, silence, bliss that we can tap into to help us navigate the waves of change. So before we get to our hip openers, let's warm up the whole body. Sitting up nice and tall, reaching the sitting bones down into the earth. Draw the belly up, relax the shoulders down, and stretch up tall. Very gently bring the chin to the chest and breathe into the back of your neck. And then roll your ear to one side. And the opposite hand comes behind you at diagonal. Press your fingers into the floor. Breathe into the side of the neck. Bring the hand back to the leg, the head up. Lower your ear the other way. And walk your hand behind you diagonally, pressing your fingertips into the floor. And feel the side of your neck open. And come on back up. Take some shoulder circles. Let's circle back. We're going to carry a tray, bringing the elbows into the body, palms up. We're going to gently open and close the tray. Squeeze the shoulder blades towards each other, broaden the chest. Bring the hands in and out. And then we're going to carry that tray up, overhead, and back down, crossing the midline, bringing that tray up. Don't drop it. Here's an Indian looking pose. Come on and back down. Opposite arm in front. Bring that tray up. And one more time. Feel the shoulder blades sticking out your back. Feel the chest broadening. And down. Since we're practicing letting go, let's flick whatever we don't need off our fingers. And we'll circle the wrists. And circle back the other way. And down. Let's make some circles, opening up the hips. And circle back. And come to stillness. Stretch out the legs. Bring one heel in against the thigh and gently stretch over the other leg. Inhale back up. Pick that leg up and stretch it out. Bring the other leg in. Open the knee out to the side. Toes turned up. And stretch over. Inhale back up. Stretch that leg out. Get up nice and tall. Let's squeeze and spread the toes. And point and flex the ankles. Circle. Circle back the other way. And windshield wiper. And let's bring our legs around and back and come up onto our hands and knees for table. So planted through the palms, lifting up, planting through the top of the feet, lifting the belly up. Lower the belly as we lift the tailbone and the head. And then reverse that curve. Take all the time you need, breathing deeply into the open front and back of your body. Come to a flat back. And we'll continue opening our hips by doing our little cat circle. Stretch it around. Come back to center and we'll stretch around the other way. And come back to center. Let's just do a simple half spinal twist today. Let's just reach up, pressing from hand to hand and lifting the chest, spinning towards the sky. We'll come on down and do the other side. Opening up, reaching up as you press down. And back to table. If your wrists need a little break, you can flip over. We're going to do a lot of stuff on our hands and knees today. So flip over and stretch the back of your wrist. Flip over, stretch the back of the other wrist. And again, another option is to be up on your fists or down on your forearms, or better if you have blocks to have the forearms on a block. But anyway, here we go. Some hip openers. Let's pick up one leg and bring it back down. Breathe right into that hip joint. Support with your abdominals and with your breath. Let's bring that knee up and we'll draw little circles in the sky, in the air. Circle back the other way. And we'll bring that leg back down. Ooh, and a little wiggle of your tailbone. And we'll do the other side. So lift that leg and lower it. I like to turn towards my knee, I notice, as I do that, which is fine. Giving your head a little extra twist as well. And then we'll lift that knee and circle. And circle back the other way. Bring that knee back. And we'll press back into child to give our wrists a little break, if you like circling the wrists here. And when you feel ready, come on back up. We're going to send one leg out and lift it up, coming into sunbird. Again, a nice hip opener in a different direction. Inhaling, stretching out long as you lift your leg. Curling in, bringing nose to knee. Stretching out. Move with the breath, nice and slow. Doesn't that feel good in that hip joint? Just savor that. One more. And we'll bring that leg down and in. A little butt twist and a little stretch in the back of your wrists. Little froggy today in the throat. And we'll do the other side. Stretch that leg out and up. And exhale, nose to knee, rounding your back. But the focus today is on the hip joint. Breathing right into that hip joint and noticing the stretch and the crunch. Feel the lengthening as you stretch out. And last one. And let's come back into child and take it in. And again, if you need to, circle your wrists. When you're ready, we'll turn the toes over and press back into a forward fold. And slowly roll up. And come to Tadasana. Reach down, stretch up. Bring your arms up overhead. Interlace the fingers, turn the palms towards the ceiling. And then we'll gently stretch to one side. If you like, rotate your head. Come on back up and stretch the other way. Turn your head. Come on back to center. Float your arms down halfway. If you have a balance issue, stay here. Otherwise, take your right leg and cross it over, or whichever leg you like. We're going to turn towards the leg that's in front. So squeeze your legs together and spin. towards the front leg. Inhale back to center. If you're using the crossed legs, change. Squeeze those legs together, get nice and tall. Turn towards your front leg. Inhale back. And uncross. And float the arms down. Take it in. We'll do some half salutes. Let's bring the hands together at the heart, Anjali Mudra. Remember, palms are pressed together, shoulders back and down, elbows lift. It's a nice active. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, releasing whatever you don't need, letting go with the breath. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, all the way back up. Reach back. And hands to heart. Inhale, reach up. Taking in whatever's new. Exhaling, letting go of whatever's old and not needed anymore. Inhale, half lift. Integrate them. Exhale, over. Inhale, up. Reach back. And we're going to go into some modified sun salutes using hip openers as our theme. Finding Tadasana. Inhaling. Reach to the sky. Exhale over. Come all the way down. Bend your knees and frame your feet. Bend your right leg back into a lunge. Let's take a breath here. And then we'll gently lower that knee to the floor. Continue to stretch from your toes to your chest, shoulders back. But we're focusing on dropping that hip. Let's breathe and open that hip. Bring the hands to the floor. Either step back into table, or if you want more challenge, come back into your high lunge and step back into plank. So either table or plank. Let's put our knees on the floor. If you're in table, walk your hands forward and come into a mini plank. Press your elbows back. Bring your chin and chest to the floor. Roll your shoulders back and inhale, coming to cobra. Press back into child. You can stay here or come up into downward facing dog, whichever your body would like this morning. Run back down into table, or up into table if you're in child. Bring your right foot back through. Drop those hips once again, low lunge, stretching forward. Come into high lunge if you can. Spring forward, surrender over your legs. And inhale up. Nice and slow. Reach back. Tall mountain. Anjali Mudra. We'll do the other side. Filling yourself with breath. Swan dive over. Bring your feet. Left leg comes back into a lunge. Drop your hips. Shine from your heart. Lower that knee to the floor. Opening that back hip. And press back either into table or lift your back leg in high lunge and come back into plank. Bring the knees to the floor. Shoulders over wrists. Elbows hugging the body. Come on down. Roll the shoulders back. Inhale into cobra. You can always take Sphinx if this is too much. Press back into child. And stay in child or come back into downward facing dog. Come into table. Bring your left foot through. Drop your hips. Low lunge. Come into high lunge if you can. Spring into forward fold. Inhale up. Reach back. And down. Take it in. We'll do one more opening here. Swan dive over. Right leg steps back into a lunge. Lower that knee and reach back, lifting the front toes up, nose to knee. Inhale forward. We'll change sides, coming into table. Bring your other leg through. Press your hips back. Come forward into your lunge. And we'll press back into child. Inhale up into downward facing dog. Walk yourself forward, coming to a forward fold. Inhale. up. Reach back. And hands to heart, Anjali Mudra. Now our wide-legged poses are also wonderful hip openers. So let's go into some wide-legged poses. Let's inhale. And forward fold. Send your right leg back into your lunge. This time we're going to swivel that back foot onto the mat. Reach forward with the right arm. Make a big circle. Let that pull you all the way up into Warrior Two. Let's press into the front leg, straighten it, and pour over that leg into Trikonasana. And change the angle of our hip openings by spinning our body towards the front leg and sliding down. Then you can keep your hands on your leg or on the floor. If you need to put a bend in your front knee, please do that. Big stretch over that leg, however that looks for you. Lift the head and chest, bend the front knee, and turn the back heel over into a lunge. Step forward. Surrender over your legs, big stretch, let go. And inhale. Letting go of any tension. Feel the body softening and opening. We're working in a slow, gentle, effortless way. Letting go of strain, efforting, trying, just letting the body be in its own beautiful way, right here, right now. Inhale. And fold. I'm going to go the other way. Send your left leg back. Come into your lunge. This time we'll swivel the back foot onto the floor. Reach forward with your front arm. Let it pull you all the way up into a Warrior Two. Press into the front foot, straightening that leg as you tip over into Trikonasana. Bring that front arm down, spin from the belly, coming towards your front straight leg. Slide down. Again, you can stop anywhere along the leg or bring your hands to the floor. If you need to put a bend in your front knee, that's perfectly acceptable. Bring your torso over your leg and surrender. Just feel the letting go, the surrender that this pose inspires. Let's lift the head and chest, spin the back leg as we bend the front knee, so we're going to lunge again. And come to forward fold, stretch over. And inhale up. Reach back. And hands to heart. Anjali Mudra. Let's work on our chair pose and our squats. Inhale your arms out in front. Press your hips back. Come down into chair. We'll hold it for a few breaths. Support by lifting your abdominals, lifting your chest, but relaxing your shoulders and your face. Little smile on your face. Inhale back up. Release the hands. Inhale. Prepare for a second set. Press your hips back. Remember, you want to be able to see your toes. Maybe come a little lower this time. And inhale up. And down. Ooh, take it in. That's a lot of work. All right, we're going to turn this one into our squat. So start a little wider. Inhale your arms out. The knees are going to track over the feet. Okay, so just like in any other chair pose. Pressing back, knees tracking over the feet. And if you feel safe, bringing your hands to the floor, lifting your heels if you need to, and coming down into a squat. Remember, if this doesn't work, just stay in a chair pose. You can have your hands on the floor for support. Lovely hip opener. And come down onto your back and lie down. Come lie down. Take in what we've done so far. All right, it's strap time. So get your strap if you're using it. Bring the knees into the chest, strap your arms around your legs, give yourself a hug, and gentle rock from side to side. I'm going to start with my left leg. So place your right foot on the floor and place the middle of the strap around the ball of your left leg and stretch that leg up. You can keep your other leg bent or straight, whichever you prefer. So we're going to lift up through the heel and gently flex the foot. But again, make this as effortless as possible. Just breathe into it and allow the opening to happen. And gently you can pull on the strap. Keep the elbows out so you can press your shoulders back into the floor. Breathe into the back of the leg, into the hip. But no forcing, just simply allowing. Honoring your body where it is and breathing into it. Feeling the leg lengthen and the hip open. And then release just a little bit and rotate the toes towards the outside, away from the midline. Hold the strap in the same hand. The opposite arm comes out to your side. And we'll slowly lower that leg towards the floor, keeping your other hip on the mat. So only go as far down as works for you, still reaching the top of your other thigh bone into the earth. That will help keep you anchored. Slowly opening and breathing into it. Take all the time you need. Just loving it. Again, no effort. Just opening and breathing, allowing, releasing. Making it fun. Inhale that leg back up to center. Change hands on the strap. Do you have the opposite hand on the strap? Turn your toes towards the midline and very gently bring that leg across the midline and stay on your back. No effort, just going to the point of interesting stretch. Breathe into it and let the body open all by itself. Just loving and enjoying every minute of it. Inhale back to center. Take the strap in both hands. Bring your other knee in and stretch it up. Keeping your right leg in the air. Place your left foot on the floor or stretch it out, whichever you prefer. Pin the strap together in both hands. Press out through the heel as you gently flex your foot towards your head. Press your elbows back into the earth to broaden your chest and feel your connection with the earth. Just breathe and let it be easy, relaxed, and fun. Bring the strap into your right hand, open your left arm out. Rotate your toes away from the midline and gently open the leg out away from the midline. Press your right thigh bone down into the earth to ground your other leg. Don't come off that buttock. Stay on both hips. And gentle, easy, reaching through the heel, both heels. Breathe deeply. Savor what's happening. Inhale back up. Change hands on the strap. Reach your right arm out. Turn your toes towards the midline and bring that leg across. We're staying on our back, not rolling over to the side here. Just staying on the back and bringing the leg across. Enjoy your breath. Press out through both heels. Inhale back to center. Let's bring both legs up into the strap. Bend your knees, release the strap, and give yourself a hug. A little rock from side to side. Let's go right into happy baby, bringing those knees apart, walking your feet on the ceiling. You can bring your hands inside your legs and grab your ankles or the top of your feet. If that doesn't work, just hook your arms around your knees. Again, you can rock from side to side right here. Bring the soles of your feet together Gently lower your legs to the floor with the soles touching, reclining cobbler's pose. Bring your hands to your heart in prayer position, or reach them up overhead in two diamonds. Close your eyes. Release any tension in your buttocks. Notice any holding there. And let the inner groins relax. Bring the feet flat on the floor, the arms down at your sides, preparing for bridge pose. And with all those hip openers, you should just feel your hips like butter at this point. The joints just so lubricated that you just float up. So awareness right into the front of your hips. Just feel how open they are. So this whole practice is Aparigraha, non-grasping. So we're not grasping our muscles, we're letting them be relaxed and open. The work is smooth and graceful. Just letting go into the pose. Maybe going a little bit deeper, lifting the hips a little higher, using breath and intention. And slowly roll yourself back down. And feel your back relax on the floor. Give yourself another hug. And then place your feet back on the floor. So choice for our reclining twist today. Reach the arms out. You can either do the simple twist, lowering your knees to the floor, or you can pick up your right leg, squeeze your thighs together, maybe even interlacing your legs, think eagle pose, and then lower your legs to the floor. So we're turning towards the left with the right leg on top. And turn your head away from your legs. A little more intense twist, but I guess maybe goes a little deeper into the hips. With each breath, let go more. Notice if you're gripping your muscles. Allow them to relax. Let go. Slowly unwind and come back to center. Square your shoulders and hips. And again, you can simply lower one knee on top of the other, or picking up your left leg, cross the shins, squeeze the legs together, and then lower your legs down to the right. Turn your head away from your knees and surrender into the floor. Non-grasping, releasing any holding that you're doing. Let your muscles relax. Notice that the relaxing allows your breath to get deeper and deeper, which allows you to relax even more. And unwind back to center. And come into Shavasana. Getting whatever you need for comfort. Feel the weight of your body surrender into the floor. Not grasping for any particular experience. Simply allowing whatever you feel to be there right now. Welcome it and let it pass. I'm going to read to you from The Universe Always Has a Plan by Matt Kahn. While life conspires to always change from one form to another, the law of reality is that anything and everything can only change you for the better. It may not change your circumstances into better circumstances, but it's always guaranteed to change you into a better version of yourself. This is evolution's timeless guarantee. While circumstances don't always immediately improve, you always get better. Slowly bring some movement back into your fingers and toes. Gently move and stretch in whatever way feels good to you.